Have you ever heard a place whisper secrets? On the edge of a forgotten town, a rusted carnival gate groans open. For decades, it was a ghost, a local legend nobody could quite place. They said it died overnight, swallowed by silence. But legends are like magnets for the curious, and one night, a team of urban explorers, Liam, Tasha, and Omar decided to share their curiosity with the world. They pushed through the gate, their flashlights cutting through a thick, heavy fog. The air was dead, and the silence was absolute. Towering over them, the Ferris wheel stood like a skeletal giant, its cabin swinging gently in a breeze that didn't exist. Everything was choked by vines, nature reclaiming what was left behind. But one structure still seemed to hold its own against the decay, the Funhouse. Its paint was a cracked, peeling memory, but the sign was still readable, a sinister invitation. Laugh with the Jester. With a nervous energy buzzing between them, they stepped inside. The Funhouse was a labyrinth of warped mirrors. Liam let out a shaky laugh, pointing at a reflection where his smile stretched into a grotesque, inhuman grin. "Okay, that's officially creepy," Tasha whispered, her voice tight. Omar, filming everything, noticed his camera was glitching. The screen flickered. For a single, terrifying frame, he saw a figure standing right behind Liam. It was a man, dressed in a faded Jester costume, his face painted stark white, with a smile that looked like it was carved into his skin. Then they heard it. Laughter. It wasn't theirs. It was high-pitched, manic, and seemed to echo from the very walls around them, a sound that crawled under your skin and stayed there. The mirrors started to pulse with a faint, sickly light. But instead of their reflections, they began showing visions, glimpses of a future they couldn't escape. Liam, screaming without a sound, Tasha, running down an endless, twisting hallway. Omar, on the ground, blood pooling beneath him, panic set in. They spun around, scrambling for the exit, but it was gone. The Funhouse had rearranged itself, trapping them in its reflective maze. The live stream abruptly cut out. The final frame showed the camera hitting the floor, a gloved hand reaching down into the shot, and a chilling whisper that echoed through the silence, "Smile for me." Weeks turned into a cold, unsettling mystery. The disappearance of Liam, Tasha, and Omar became a local ghost story, another layer to the Carnival's dark legend. That's when Maya, a tenacious local journalist with a healthy dose of skepticism, started digging. She wouldn't let it go. Her investigation led her down a rabbit hole into the darkest corners of the internet. And there she found it, a hidden forum ominously titled The Jester's Collection. It was an archive of horror. The group's final live stream was the latest addition to a series of videos, each one showing different people, all trapped in the same nightmarish carnival that, by all accounts, shouldn't exist. Driven by a need for answers, Maya went to the site herself. But there was no carnival, no rusted gate, no skeletal Ferris wheel. Just an empty, desolate field. It was as if the entire place had been a hallucination. As she was about to leave, defeated, her foot hit something hard beneath the dirt. She knelt and dug it out. It was a single, ornate mirror, identical to the ones from the Funhouse in the video. She stared into her reflection, her breath catching in her throat. Her reflection blinked. She didn't. That night, sleep offered no escape. Maya dreamed she was inside the Funhouse. The air was thick with the smell of popcorn and decay. In the center of the room, illuminated by a single, swinging bulb, stood the Jester. He was juggling 3 gleaming knives, his movements fluid and unnervingly graceful. His eyes were black, hollow pits. He stopped juggling, catching the knives with a flick of his wrist. He looked directly at her, that carved smile stretching wider. "You watched," he said, his voice a distorted echo of the laughter from the video. "Now you play." Maya jolted awake, drenched in a cold sweat, her heart hammering against her ribs. The phantom sound of laughter still rang in her ears. She looked down at her hands. They were stained with blood, dark and sticky. It wasn't hers. A notification pinged on her laptop. Her blood ran cold. She slowly turned to the screen. A new video had just been uploaded to the Jester's collection. The thumbnail was a still image of her own terrified face, illuminated by the glow of her screen. The title read, Episode 7, The Journalist. The game had begun, and she was the main attraction. What would you do if you found yourself in Maya's shoes? Trapped in a game where the rules are unknown and the game master is a phantom from a nightmare? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. This story is just getting started. If you want to see how Maya plays the Jester's twisted game, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. You won't want to miss what happens next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.